What's up? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications to get all of my content, all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire LDBC basketball and boxing community. We're talking about some hoops, and we're getting on the gridiron too, a little bit too as well. Um, I've been busy as hell this whole entire weekend. Had a lot of stuff going, as you know. We got Christmas, countdown to Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Uh, but had some other things that's going on or whatever. But salute to everybody, man. And I'm back at it on this Monday morning. I didn't want y'all. I didn't want y'all to think I forgot about y'all. I didn't want myself thinking I forgot about y'all, man. I ain't forgot about y'all though, man. You know, but your boy is definitely on the gristle. You know what I'm saying? On the gristle. Um, yeah, we gotta talk about what happened last night. Um, the the anticipation of the rematch between these two teams, the Lakers and the Grizzlies, of course. LeBron, you know, he came back into the fold and back into the mix or whatever. And it was AD, man, that pretty much dominated, just like he's supposed to. Okay, had 40 points, had a double double, a 40-point double double. Um, I think what was even more impressive, man, was the shooting. He shot pretty good from the field, and just a monster. Now, I think that's where Memphis is probably going to struggle in that middle, especially if Ed is not there, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is having to deal with AD. I think that's where they're gonna have problems. Another thing is too, um, I'm not gonna be petty, you know what I'm saying, but with LeBron, everybody was expecting you to play 82 games. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what everybody was expecting you to play, you know, and don't make promises that you can't keep. You understand? Don't sit up there and say that, okay, yeah, you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and you never follow through. You didn't see Jordan doing that. Now, if Jordan did guarantee that he was going to get somebody, he actually did it. Two examples that I could think of is, I call it the UNC Georgetown damage and destruct control. And that's when he promised both Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo that he would dunk on them. And guess what? He followed through on that promise. You understand what I'm saying? What's up with it, Chad? What's up, Liam? Hey, please hit that like when you come in here, please. Hit the like, man. Hit the like. All you got to do is double tap the screen. My nigga Cypress in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Cypress TV, a.k.a. Memphis, man. What's good with it, homie? Man, we going to get to Embiid in a minute, man. we going to talk about his ass in a minute. I did that because I needed to talk to my brother, BJ. Shout out to BJ and Pull Up Podcast. We was having a little verbal jujitsu about Embiid, man, and I guess this will be like the part 3 of our epic back and forth. See, what my nigga BJ don't understand, man, is that, like, I think that Embiid is a talented player, but he just don't have no heart. And you got to understand that if you're gonna sit up there and be compared to some of the greats over time, like like the Hakeem, like the Wilts and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all these other guys, and or even just some of the greats in general, he's played 70 games, man, and you have failed to do that. Now it's easy to sit up there and criticize Maxey and say he's not this and he's not that and everything, but he's out there playing more games. He's out there laying it out on the line or whatever. Yeah, he might be a little inconsistent or whatever, but he's playing both ends of the floor. Meanwhile, you making every excuse in the book not to show up. And see, that's my thing with LeBron here. You're talking about foot soreness and all this other bullshit. Did you break your ankle? No, you did not. Did you fracture your ankle? No, you did not. Did you have any type of surgery? No, you did not. So cry me a river out in this motherfucker. What's up with it? Skyline, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the sub, man. Get the likes up, man. Come on, y'all. Hit that like. Hit that like. Double tap the screen. Now, look. You didn't have any of that stuff. And look, I understand what people going to say. I know some LeBron fans are going to say, oh, well, you don't know his body and all this other stuff. He's 40 years old. Look, like I told you, don't bring up that 40-year-old bullshit to me, okay? Because like I told you, I don't look at age or anything like that. But if you going to sit up there and y'all going to sit up and pass Kobe in terms of him being the GOAT, he going to pass all these other guys and stuff like that. Well, my expectations of you are going to be high. And on top of that, you got the Lakers uniform on. So you have little to no room for any type of excuse or error. You understand what I mean? You have no excuses at all whatsoever. I don't want to hear about none of this 40-year-old bullshit. Cry me a river. Cry me a motherfucking river, man. I could care less what you got going on. Them guys were playing, back in the days, you know what I'm saying, 80s, 90s, even early 2000s or whatever, when we talk about Kobe and stuff. Them guys were playing through broken this and broken that, fractured this and fractured that. I don't want to hear about any of that. Now, I don't encourage you to play on anything that's broken or fractured or, you know what I'm saying, like you have a potential to really end your career. No, I don't encourage any of that. But come on, foot soreness, which one is it? First you said foot soreness. Okay, at first the media said foot soreness. Then they said personal reason. Which one is it? Stephen Green, see you up in here, salute. I know LeBron, where he, during the game, want to go to the Warriors. Huh? I don't understand that. What's up with it, Darrell? I don't understand that. But listen, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you this flat out. LeBron ain't going to no goddamn Warriors. Okay? He ain't going nowhere. On top of that, the Warriors, they don't want him there. Don't nobody want LeBron in no Golden State Warriors. Man, listen, and on top of that, you gonna fuck up your legacy. That'd be the stupidest thing. I would, listen, honestly, I don't like what LeBron is doing and shit, but I would respect him more if he stayed there with the Lakers and just tried to rewrite his wrong and fix all of the mess that he done brought there. Nigga, you was the one that got multiple coaches fired. You were the one that got multiple players traded. You were the one that wanted to bring Bronny up in here and try to get all this circus show going on and stuff like that. And salute to Bronny for scoring 30 points in the G League and stuff like that, but I'm not going to sit up here and keep gloating about it and keep celebrating and stuff like that. Yeah, 30 points, but when I went back and I looked at the game and everything, those guys were playing no defense at all. So you were expected to hit open shots and stuff like that. And the game, they were playing a very sloppy team, the Valley or some shit like that. They were a very sloppy team. But he still got 30 points nevertheless or whatever, but it isn't in an actual NBA game or anything like that. So I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, he ready for the league. No, you still got a long way to go, man. Brown Sugar, what's up, baby? I see you in here, beautiful. You said I think LeBron doesn't have the interest in playing with the Lakers. I mean, he just mad because he not getting what he want, man. He not mad because he not getting what he want. It's just like a nigga that can't get the pussy. He gonna try to find every excuse to hate on the nigga. That's why they hating on Travis Hunter now, because he got the pussy. You didn't. So now they want to try to call this man ugly. They want to try to say he this and he that. Nigga, you just mad because you ain't walking with nobody on your arm. Don't be mad at that nigga because he running 4.2. Don't be mad at that nigga because he athletic. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at that nigga because he taller than you. Don't be mad at that nigga because he could grow more hair than you. Don't be mad at that nigga because the bitches are checking him out and not you. You know what I'm saying? That's not a simp to me. Like I said, that's a pimp. And he leveled up on y'all asses. Nigga, 7 awards. Bitch, come and suck my trophy, nigga. That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people kill me, man. Like, you know, they find the little shit to hate on. Embiid, as shout out to my boy Pull Up Podcast, but we was in the comment section talking. Man, listen, bro. Here go another saga of Embiid going down and finding any little excuse to go out and stuff like that, man. And my boy RB with Philly Take, he was showing a little Twitter message that I think he received from Shamsharania about how hard Embiid works and all this other stuff. That shit don't mean nothing if you constantly going out. You can't play 70 games. You talk about all this. Oh yeah, well he made y'all made the playoffs with him and y'all got a better record with him. Okay, well that's great. Instead of Maxey and stuff like that, the reason is because they haven't designed this fucking team around Maxey. They haven't designed it. Like, okay, when Shaq left Kobe, okay, the team was constructed really around mainly Shaq. They built the team around Shaq, okay? For a while, the triangle was really revolved. It revolved around Kobe and Shaq, but it revolved mainly around Shaq. Okay, you started to see a transition, and they started to see that they could rely on Kobe more. So, of course, the offense was started to go geared towards Kobe more and out on the perimeter, but it was still inside out. When Kobe was left by himself, okay? I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to hear me good. If you don't want to hear this shit, I really don't give a fuck. But I have to say this shit, okay? Y'all sit up here and y'all talk all this shit about Maxey not being able to hold down a team, not being able to do this and not being able to do that. They were saying the same shit about Kobe when Shaq left. They went through a transitional phase with the Lakers. They were saying he would never win a championship. They were saying that he was too ball dominant. They were saying they were saying all types of shit. He doesn't do this. They even had the audacity to say that he didn't play defense. Okay, and it took him a couple years, even missing the playoffs. Okay, he went through all that. He couldn't carry a team by himself and all that shit. It took a little while, but then they started getting people around him. They got Pau Gasol. They got Lamar Odom, all these other people or whatever, and they started building people around him. And guess what? He was back in the fold again and ended up winning 2 straight championships. So don't think that just because, okay, they get rid of Embiid and stuff, that it's just going to be right away that Maxey is just going to succeed. No, you got to build players around him. And McCain is not better than Maxey. He's not better than Maxey, okay? McCain is a solid player. He's a good player and stuff, but he still has a lot to learn. He's still not aggressive enough. He still doesn't know how, doesn't have any playoff experience, okay? Maxey has playoff experience. and has played in the highest level. He's been in high pressure situations and doesn't make excuses like this motherfucker Joel Embiid does. Salute to the brother Hitter, man. Make sure y'all go sub to Alabama Hitter. What's up, Carter? I see you in here. Make sure y'all go sub to Alabama Hitter, man. You said McCain is better? No, he's not. No, he's not. How is he better? How is he better? And he had only 5 points the game before last. Maxey had like 20-something points or whatever. McCain is not better, man. McCain is not better. He's not a better defender than Maxey. He's not more athletic and not freakish than Maxey. He doesn't get to the rack as easy as Maxey, and he doesn't have a good breakaway game like Maxey. And on top of that, like I said again, experience is the best teacher. McCain hasn't played in a playoff situation, taking the Knicks pretty much to the end of the series in the Madison Square Garden. He hasn't been in that type of situation. He hasn't been thrown in the fire where he's had to guard a Trae Young, where he barely got any playing time, and the game, pretty much the series is on the line, and because Ben Simmons didn't want to step up, or some of these other guys didn't want to step up, you had a young Maxey out there being thrown in the fire by Doc Rivers, and he was able to at least show guys, okay, yeah, he could stay on the floor. And then that very next year, you started to see the progression in Maxey. It's easy for you to sit up here and say, oh, yeah, McCain is better and stuff like that. That motherfucker ain't played in the playoffs yet. Let's see what he does in the playoffs. If you don't know, Maxey performs better in the playoffs. You say, I don't know why Indeed not going. He needs to stop acting like a big head baby who don't want to be there, then ask for a trade. Well, first off, they can't trade him. First off, this is the thing, the real, with his contract and everything, because he already signed a 3-year, they're not going to be able to trade him until the off season. And then also he has control over where he wants to go. Shout out to Turov for TV, because I remember him expounding upon that too, and being descriptive and talking about that. And that's a very point. If you go look at his contract, he has full control of where he wants to go. So pretty much the Philadelphia 76ers are fucked, man, the real. You said McCain is better off the ball. I mean, if you're talking about like running off the screen and stuff like that, I mean, to a certain extent, but you got to understand he's a primary ball handler. Maxey is a primary ball handler. He's not geared to play off the ball all the time, but Maxey can't come off the screen. That's what he's worked on in the off season or whatever. And this is another thing too that I was telling BJ too. Neither one of these guys are finished product. You act like Maxey is a finished product, man. He's not a finished product. Joel Embiid is finished. He's finished. He's set in his goddamn ways. Okay? And then running the offense through Paul George, that's a horrible idea. He can't carry no team. Hell, you got to be worried about if he's going to carry his goddamn body up. That's what you need to be worried about, because you can't depend on that motherfucker if he gonna stay healthy. What's up with it, Jelly Bean? You know, man, I had talked about that a while back. Shout out to Greenleaf over there. You know, I know he a Houston Rockets fan and stuff. I didn't think that would be a good idea, especially with the Rockets, man, and what they got going or whatever. Joel Embiid is not gonna make. He's gonna bring more drama and more. He's gonna bring bad habits more than bringing something good to the team or whatever. I wouldn't advise anybody to get him. I wouldn't advise anybody to get him because you got to think about it, man. Who would you rather have? Hey, who would you rather have right now? And I want to see where, if y'all know anything basketball wise, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Jared Allen or would you rather have Joel Embiid? Who would you rather have, Jared Allen or Joel Embiid? I'm taking Jared Allen because at least I know that motherfucker gonna show up. The Cavs are in a good position. So who would you rather have right now? Hell, I know this is probably gonna hurt some people's feelings, and they're gonna get mad, and they're gonna be like, "Man, what the fuck?" Da, 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 da. I'd rather have Al Horford, old ass, than Joel Embiid. Shit, I'd rather call Robert Parrish off the bench, off the couch, man, and than have Joel Embiid. Hell yeah. What's up? Salute to my brother, Pull Up Podcast. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie BJ. He know how I feel about this shit. I'd rather have, hey, you know what? Hey, Pull Up, now that you in here, and Pull Up is a Clippers fan. You know what? I'ma really hurt your feelings, Pull Up, BJ. I'd rather have Zubac than Embiid. Yeah. Man, give me a European motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of the motherfuckers that ain't gonna bitch and cry. And at least I know Zubac ain't gonna cry. Hell, I give Mark Gasol a call. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, hey, what you doing, man? I know you retired and everything, man. But man, come show this motherfucker to at least play 70 games. Shit, man. I get Shaquille O'Neal and goddamn Charles Barkley out there can't shoot a three to save their life and shit. I get them a call before I call Joel Embiid. At least I know they ain't gonna cry about that shit. They out there shooting in the suit and shit. Hell yeah. Too Raw, my brother Too Raw for TV in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Too Raw for TV. Top historian on this YouTube thing, and very versatile in his knowledge and everything, and one of the HNICs of this LDBC thing. Salute to Too Raw. Man, give me all these old ass niggas that play in the 35 and up league before I get Embiid. Listen, man. And BJ knows what I'm talking about. They got 35 and up leagues here, and they got 60-year-olds that are in better shape than Joel Embiid. I'm talking about 60-year-olds, and these motherfuckers is big and everything. They eating healthy. You don't see these motherfuckers out here crying and complaining and shit. They got to work regular jobs and shit. These motherfuckers got it. They got after the little game that they play. They still family men. They still got to go out there and they got to work their regular job and shit. Some of these motherfuckers got to stand 8-9 hours and shit like that. And these motherfuckers be like 50 and 60 years old, still running up and down the court with 30-year-olds and all that other stuff. Man, get up out of here with that bullshit, man. You sat up here and you took what? You missed like 22 games? You missed fucking 22 games. And on top of that, your ass ain't playing back to back. I'm not gonna lineup is hurting team chemistry. You see what I'm saying, BJ? That's all I was saying. Listen, we know that. Listen, BJ, this is what I was saying. And Cyber 2 Raw, Ted, everybody up in here. I know what you're saying, BJ. Okay, Maxey right now, He's not gonna take us to no goddamn championship. I know that. All right, we know that. But I know that if they have to construct the team around Maxey. Think about how Maxey plays. You played against him in high school, BJ. You played with him out here. Maxey is up and down. He's an up and down type of player. Joel Embiid don't know how to get up and down the court. He gassed. He like one of them Giannis ass niggas. That's why I like Giannis. That nigga like to get up and down. That motherfucker like to get up and down. He like D Rose. He like Russell Westbrook. That motherfucker like to get up and down. That's why everybody like, oh, why you like Westbrook? Because that motherfucker like to get up and down. If you go, BJ know what I'm talking about. If you go to LA, you go to Compton, you go to Inglewood, nigga, that's how the fuck they play. They get up and down. You go to Rico High, them niggas is up and down, up and down, up and down over there in Poly. Motherfucker, you want to slow this motherfucker up all the time. We got to wait on your big ass. Nigga, that drives a point guard that is really, really quick, fast. Try to get the ball up so you could tire a team out. Nigga, we don't have time for your ass. Oh, every time we turn around, oh, that motherfucker injured again. Oh, man, we got to wait on this nigga, man. He out of shape. Got to play his way into shape and shit like that. Nigga, don't nobody got time for that shit. What's up, Matt Moses? You said Dr. J and Iverson don't need to take... Oh, hell no. You see they took... Listen, it was AI, it was Bubba Chuck, and it was Dr. J. Who did they take pictures with? They took pictures with Maxey. AI used to like to get up and down the floor. If you wasn't going to run with him, shit, he was going to just run right through you. I mean... As much as I love AI, he was real inefficient and stuff. But I mean, Kobe was inefficient too at times too. But that's because they're shooting guard. When he moved over to the shooting guard or whatever position, he was gonna have to do that. You had to do that in that era. And on top of that, you had to show motherfuckers that you wasn't afraid of them. It was a more physical game and stuff. But he liked to get up and down, even when he was at Georgetown as a point guard. Man, would you get up? You said I told people about the Seahawks. Seahawks was fraud. Nah, I never had faith in him. I like Maxey, bro, but honestly, I think McCain is better. The only issue... Nah, man, he's not better. He ain't better than Maxey. Nigga, I like McCain though. Don't get it twisted. That old fingernail painting ass nigga. Goddamn Tu Wong Fu ass nigga. Goddamn Shanae and Wanda from A Living Color ass nigga. I like that nigga, man, but that nigga ain't better than he ain't better than goddamn Maxey, BJ. He goddamn gold dust and shit. Motherfucker be painting his toenails and shit. Yo, Tu Wong Fu and shit. It's so pretty, old Wesley Snipes ass nigga, man. Yeah, he a TikToker, but he can hoop. Give him a little time, man. Give him a little time. But he, like, listen, what you got to realize, BJ, experience is the best teacher. He got to show me that you could put up 30 in the playoffs and get series wins and leading the team, or at least contribute, getting like 5-6 steals and shit, and playing locking down a motherfucker in the playoffs and shit like that. Then we'll be cooking with grease. But I can't say that about McCain just yet, BJ. He's a good player. Don't get it twisted. But for us to sit up here and say he's better than an all-star in Maxey, better than most improved player in Maxey, better than a guy who was really good at Kentucky, was dope out here in Texas, played in that little tournament or whatever and dominated in the tournament? Nah, give me Maxey all day. Salute my bro, Bruce Gas in the building. No, he is. I mean, okay, if we want to talk, of course he played for my squad. I watched McCain. He played for Duke. He's really good. He didn't, believe it or not, he didn't really score that much in college. It was like when they got him. Look, listen, BJ. This is the reason why we drafted McCain. We needed another guy that could hit that shot and could also, like what's his name was saying earlier, moving without the ball, that sort of thing or whatever. But we also needed a defender too. Where we were lacking on and where Daryl Morey was lacking on was the small forward position, in which, you know, he ended up getting what's it called, Paul George or whatever. And we also needed to get some youth in the backcourt too as well. McCain, he does all of those things, but really, they were looking at McCain as a Swiss Army knife, as one of them glue guys kind of players or whatnot. If you look at this draft, this draft pretty much had nothing but glue guys. This next draft that's getting ready to come up, nigga, you got Cam Jones coming from Marquette. Nigga is a hell of an offensive player. You got Cooper Flag or whatever. You a UCLA fan? Like, what's up with it, old head? I see you in here. What's up with it, T Price? Make sure y'all go sub to Old Head podcast. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, got to give them time, man. But they're not finished products. Hell, I'll take McCain before I take Embiid. At least I know McCain had a concussion. Listen, man, y'all know basketball. Let's go ahead and get surgical. Let's get deep out in this motherfucker, all right? Motherfucker, Derek Lively had a concussion. He was on a protocol. That motherfucker played in the finals. He wasn't up in there, oh, well, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and sit out this game. I'm going to sit out this series. It's just not working. Nah, man, he got right the fuck back out there. Now, was he doing what he did in the Minnesota series and in the OKC in the OKC series? No, but he was still a threat defensively. I'm talking about Derek Lively. You know, yellow bone ass nigga. You know, Derek Lively, Chick-fil-A commercial, Derek Lively. You know what I'm saying? Derek Lively only averaged a little bit over there at Duke. You know what I'm saying? That Derek Lively. Yeah, Derek Lively. I watched Derek Lively. That motherfucker had a concussion. Jerry McCain had a concussion, pull up. Had a concussion. Nigga was only out a couple of games. Guess what? He bounced right the fuck back. Maxey, he had some issues. He had multiple issues. You remember he had a hamstring. Then he had an issue with his hand or whatever. Guess what? He bounced right the fuck back. I knew you're going to bring up Paul George. Nah, Paul George been doing his thing. If you notice, I don't really criticize Paul George that much because Paul George, when he gets injured, guess what? He bounced right the fuck back. I got to scale back because I got to remember the type of injury that Paul George had a few years back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even still be playing. But if you're going to get out there, hey, unfortunately, BJ, you know the sport that we play, Ted, everybody up in here, Old Head, Matt Moses, everybody, you play football. Nigga, if you step on the gridiron, if you step on the grass or on the turf, if you put that helmet and pads on, if you step on the hard wood, all the excuses go out the window, man. Like the great Doc Rivers said, people don't care If your girlfriend broke up with you because she want to be nasty and mess around with all these niggas, people don't care if you're homeless. People don't care if you're sick. Players don't care if you if you broke. People don't care if you're living out, in your car. People don't care if your kid is sick. People don't care, if you got a broken finger. You know what I'm saying? If you're blind or whatever, they don't give a fuck about any of that, nigga. They want to get their dub regardless and capitalize on that shit psychologically. Yeah, he's that guy, man, but he can't carry a team like that though. He can't. He needs complementary players, man. He needs people around him. Paul George can't do it. So you're saying that Paul George can carry the Sixers to the playoffs? Okay, you're getting a little ahead of yourself, man. Hold on one sec, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Eagles made fun of Dak's dead mother. What? Dang. Man, when they do this, man? I didn't even know about that. No. When did they do this, man? Oh, last season? I didn't know they did that, man. Yeah, that is foul, man. That is foul, man. Like, nah, see, that's taking it too far, man. That's taking it too far. I mean, look, bro, like you just have some people that just don't have they don't have any type of morals, man, or any type of that man, that's man, see, I don't like shit like that, man. I don't like shit like that. But yeah, speaking of you said Bones one Bucky Irving is really good. I've been telling people about Irving. Like we're not gonna win. We ain't gonna win the championship, but we can make a good case um, if we hold steady with our backfield. And I mean, at least we got Evans back. You know what I'm saying? Losing Godwin, that's not a that ain't no good. But I like the way that Baker Mayfield. I know Ted like to hate on Baker Mayfield, man. Nah, man. Shout out to my guy, man. Travis Hunter, man. Listen, man, everybody want to sit up here and talk about, all this candy ass bullshit, man. That ain't got nothing to do with football. But, man, Travis Hunter is that guy, bro. You said Giante. I mean, he is, but nah, man, Travis Hunter is a dual threat, man. Yeah, like, dog, if you got somebody that's dynamic on both ends of the field, man, like, dog, man, don't come at me with this. Oh yeah, one. One. I ain't gonna say one dimensional, but just he can only do one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all he good for is just one thing. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter can play receiver. Travis Hunter can play corner. Travis Hunter can play special teams. You know what I'm saying? Travis Hunter can do pretty much anything out there, man. And on top of that, he's succeeding. You know what I'm saying? You said Lions versus Bills was good. You think that would be a good Super Bowl? Do you think that would be a good Super Bowl? But you know what though? You know what? Look, man. Uh, Travis Hunter, man, he fills up everything that you want on the football field. You don't have to worry about a lot of things concerning Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like for real. If we're being honest, Travis Hunter is a coach's dream, man. Travis Hunter is a coach's dream because if you need to fill a void, Travis Hunter is a guy that you have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody goes down, Travis Hunter, hey, like with a receiver position, put Travis Hunter in there. Corner position, put Travis Hunter in there. Special teams, put Travis Hunter in there. Oh, what's he run? 4.2. He good to go. Is he athletic? Hell yeah, he athletic. Yeah, Mr. Everything. Mr. Everything. So, Travis Hunter done leveled up on y'all niggas. Travis Hunter done did his thing. And now they want to continue to hate on this man. Look, bro, I can't wait till he get to the NFL. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to waste my time talking about, Oh man, why he with old girl and all this other stuff? Nah, I ain't gonna waste my time talking about that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. He got him a female, man. That's his business, bro. But see, if he was doing something else, that nigga Ted would be getting on here talking about fruity vibes and all that other shit. So he good in my book. You don't hear that nigga, oh, you got to worry about that nigga doing what Eddie Winslow and Young Buck and all them other motherfuckers is doing and shit like that. You don't hear that nigga out there, talking about no human, you know what, and all this other bullshit. You don't hear that motherfucker on no Karl Malone bullshit. Leave that motherfucker alone. Leave that motherfucker alone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just trying to make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, women gonna be women, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, you don't think all this stuff about, oh yeah, well, the way that she acted and stuff like that, man, you don't think a lot of these motherfuckers that been with their wives for a long time, you don't think they be getting it at home? Yeah, everybody want to talk about, oh yeah, Travis Hunter and stuff like that. Nigga, how come you not talking about Eddie Winslow or Darius McCray and shit? Y'all not talking about him? But it's all right. But Travis Hunter, he gets him a legit female. A legit female. No offense to nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, damn, this is where we at. Yeah, but Derek Jeter had hoes. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter and A-Rod, man, they had females. Yeah, you saw how Derek Jeter was flirting with Serena Williams a while back. Serena Williams was the only female up in there, man. Derek Jeter, Michael Jordan, Roy Jones Jr., all them guys was up in there trying to shoot their shot at Serena. I mean, look, bro, like, hey, at the same time, it don't, as long as it don't mess up his game, he good in my book. But hey, man, I gotta roll out, man. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shout out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den, basketball and boxing community. Until then, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all.